What's up, guys? We're down here by Salu Market, and we're just picking up some flowers for a specific purpose, a request I had. So we're going to take care of that right now. Nice selection over here. It was recommended to me. So we're picking those up. I thought I'd take this time to answer a couple questions. Nothing pressing, nothing burning, but just some questions I had. The first one, a couple people actually have requested that when I do the ride-alongs, that they want to hear the natural ambient sounds, and they want me not to do voiceover, not to put music, but to just record as is. And I would like to, but the problem with that is that the wind noise is so intrusive and so high-pitched and loud at times that even when I'm speaking, you can't hear me. And it's just annoying. When I listen back to it, I'm like, oh man, this is bad. This sucks. I don't know if I want to put that out to the world. I have tried different methods, some do-it-yourself methods, trying to get rid of that wind noise. But so far, none of them have really worked well. But I'll work on it. I will work on it. I just want you to know I've read your comments and heard your questions in my Discord server. And by the way, if you're a supporter of mine, you can join my Discord server. It's invitation only, so you have to have the proper link. I sent an email out with all that information a while ago, but if you missed it, if you don't have it for whatever reason, email me at the usual address, and I'll be sure to get that for you. Also, believe it or not, somebody wanted to know why we do what we do. The question is, if you're a little poor, you're not, you don't have enough money for a lot of things that you want, why do you go and give money away, and why do you go and spend money for other people? And I think that's a fair question, and it's a very good question, but the thing is, it gives me a lot of pleasure. I feel like this country has given me a lot in terms of mental health and peace of mind. Oh, they just dropped them boxes on the side of the highway. But the people have been great and friendly. When I've needed something, they've given, even if they didn't have it to give. Say hello, sing live. And that's why we do what we do. It's my way, my small way of giving back. I don't have the biggest food handouts. I don't have all the organization behind me. I don't have a lot of help. It's just me and Singlai doing our thing. But the thing is, if the money is going to go to help feed some people who have given me a lot, I would rather do that than buy a new Xbox or something like that. It just makes sense. And besides, I'm low maintenance, man. I'm low key. I don't need a lot. I'm happy with my $50 apartment. I always think positive. I don't moan and complain about the things I don't have. I'm very appreciative of the things I do have, and especially of you guys out there that do support us. It means a lot to me and the people we feed and the people that are getting education. It just means a lot, and so that's why we do that. So those are the questions I had. Both of them were good, and I hope that gives you a little insight. Okay, we need to go deliver these. Nice bouquet of flowers there. And I'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys? We are here at that market we were at before with Luke and Elise. Ladies wanted to stop at this little stall and check out some makeup stuff. Luke's bike, our little bike. Yeah, and this market doesn't have any restaurants or food nearby. Well, it looks like there's a little stand over there. I think that's just coffee and stuff. But we normally don't just give money to kids that beg for it because you never know if they're going to actually get benefit from that money. But like I said, no restaurants or food nearby, so I mean, can't say no to those cute faces, right? Another example of your dollars at work if you are a supporter of mine. I like this little market out here. As I showed you, I'm not going to show you the whole thing because I did a video about that before, or a portion of a video, but lots of shoes, flip-flops, nice looking dress shoes there, more flip-flops over there, belts, sneakers, tennis shoes, whatever you want to call them, and lots and lots of bags, various kinds and sizes, including backpacks up there. Sky's looking a little murky, but I think the rain's gonna hold off for a while, hopefully, because this is a ways out there. And I did want to mention that next week I have a meeting with the man in charge of the school at one of the Watt Bow. So hopefully this will be the time when I can get back to teaching in class. Hey, let me see. Oh, combs. She wants to show off her goods. Oh, 1,000? 1,000 or 5,000? 1,000? Oh, okay. Roy is 500. So 500 real is only about I don't know, 25 cents or something. Oh no, I'm sorry, about 12.5 cents. So not a bad little deal. Oh, there comes the food cart now. Should have waited. But anyway. Oh, we got to move the bike? Oh, okay, we're going to have to move the bike. I'll talk to you guys later. A very kind man over there. Just feeding the dog. Very nice. Trying to call the other dog over. Give him some treats. I like it. What's up, guys? Downtown here at the near the major Cineplex across the street. The good news on that front, the legendary cinema in the Heritage Walk Mall is now open again. So if there's a movie I want to see, I'll get in there and do a little tour if I can. I have to check out, see what they got going on. There's an old hotel, been empty for a long time. Hotel de Ville. Always liked this hotel, it's very nice. But as I said, it's been empty for a long time, and I don't know if they have any plans. Pretty big. I know Gary, he did a video once inside here. He actually went inside and walked around the big empty building. was pretty nice. But I'm going to talk to you about driving in Cambodia. Now, keep in mind, I'm not an expert driver in Cambodia. I've only been doing it for a very, very short time. Some of the information I give will be from my personal experiences and not from any knowledgeable resources. So keep that in mind. You might have had different experiences, and if you do, be sure to leave them in the comments if you've ever driven over here before. Big, nice hotel. Just sitting there empty. Anyway. So if you're from the West, you probably went to driver's education and you were taught to drive defensively, keeping a certain distance between vehicles. You have to take your exam, pass a test, show that you can do all the things necessary in order to drive safely. So you take all that information. If you come over here and you're going to drive, take all that information and then promptly just throw it in the old brain trash bin. Get rid of it. It doesn't matter. The thing is, over here is not as organized. They do have driving schools, but very few people have used them. These people have been riding Oh no, thank you. They have been riding motorbikes and things for since they were 6, 7 years old, sometimes younger. So they just get on and cruise around town. They don't really care about their driver's licenses, taking a test. I think a lot of it is just instinct and one of those things where it's the way it's always been. But you have to remember that over here, it's not a defensive style of driving, it's an aggressive style of driving. It's more of an offensive style, where you go when you can, stop only if you have to. Things such as headlights at night, using your blinkers. And some people do use their blinkers, but they use them incorrectly. Their blinker will be set to turn right and they'll turn left. All the things that you might consider making driving safe doesn't really happen over here. And I think, in my opinion, it would being too defensive over here would probably be just as dangerous, if not more so, than adopting or adapting to the way that they drive here. Part of the reason, I think, is that they do have traffic laws, somewhat. They have stoplights and stop signs and yield signs and all that, but they are largely ignored. They'll cut through a parking lot so they don't have to wait to turn on a red light or a stop sign. They'll often go in between cars and tuk-tuks, zigzagging in and out of traffic so they don't have to wait. And the thinking is that everybody else on the road is following the same rules, if you will, that they are familiar with. That's why there's a thought going around here that expats make driving dangerous because we're not aware of the same rules that they have to follow, and so we're the dangerous ones. Even though if you ask most expats, they will tell you that, oh, we got some music up here on the billboard. But I think most expats would say, no, I'm a great driver. I know what I'm doing. You people don't know what you're doing. But again, that's a matter of culture. That's a matter of how you're brought up and trained. Sang Lai was telling me some things. Because we have a small bike, small moto, 50cc. We're supposed to stay on the right-hand side, off to the side a little bit, and let anybody pass us that wants, because it's the bigger the vehicle, they have the right of way. She also drew me a picture and told me that at a four-way intersection or stop sign, whatever, if there's 3 cars and you have a motorbike, even a small one, then the cars will stop and you're allowed to go on the motorbike. And she takes that seriously when she drives. And sometimes I'm like, I don't think that car's gonna stop. Maybe they don't know the rules. How do you know? But so far we made it unscathed, so it might be something to that. But the other thing is that even though they do have traffic laws there that are rarely followed, that's because they are never enforced. Unlike back in the West, you don't see police out patrolling. They're not going to pull you over. They're not out looking for people who are speeding, people who don't have licenses, people who aren't properly using their turn signal, things like that. The times you'll get stopped will be when they set up a checkpoint and they're targeting people that don't have helmets, or perhaps at night with no headlights. Or sometimes it's just arbitrary. They're just whistle and wave you over to the side, and you have to stop and show them your license if one is needed for the size bike you have, and all that good stuff. And there would usually be a little fine involved if you're not meeting their standards, which could change depending on who pulls you over, I guess, or who whistles you over. So yeah, it can be a little nerve-wracking when you're in a bunch of traffic, and the whole idea, the main point of driving here seems to be not stopping. I didn't understand that at first when I first got here. I did not quite get why nobody ever wanted to stop. Like, they just had this thing where they just want to keep going no matter what, and they'll, like I said, weave in and out of traffic and go across parking lots just to avoid having to stop and, put their feet down to balance the bike. But I gotta say, I kind of get it now. Maybe it's the lazy part of me talking, but yeah, I'm kind of like, I get it. I do my best not to have to stop if I absolutely don't have to. I'll say, well, I can make it after this car. I think that tuk-tuk's going slow enough. Let me just go around the tail end of this one and zip on by. So you do adapt, you do learn. There are some things about the way I drive I know make Sing Live crazy. She's always telling me, T, slow, slow. But that's one of the things that drives me crazy about her, is that she drives so slow. 15, 20 kilometers per hour. And I'm like, no, even on the highway, and like, I can't do that. I always try to tell her, no, you just follow what the traffic is doing. Go with the flow of traffic. They're going 40, 45 kilometers per hour. Try to keep up the best you can. Because going too slow and causing a jam up in the back could be dangerous if somebody gets a little impatient and tries to do something, of course, they shouldn't. So yeah, it is fun having a bike. I love zipping around and going to new places and finding new things. But ooh, dragon fruit. But like I said, if you have this idea that because you're such a good driver in the West that you're going to be excellent over here, you might want to reconsider that. See, like all these people here, this intersection, no stop signs, no nothing. I almost just got clipped. They seem to know what they're doing, and they assume that other people know what they're doing or know what they should be doing. So in a situation like that, it works out for the most part. I haven't seen any serious accidents since I've been here. Seen a few fender benders, but nothing too serious. The fact that people have a tendency, hello, that people have a tendency to FaceTime on their phones when they're driving one-handed down a very bumpy road. The fact that you'll see 4 or 5 people on one very unbalanced bike sometimes. So there's a lot to take into consideration. And I just wanted you to know you should have the attitude that you're going to get rid of all the stuff you know about defensive driving and just kind of adapt to what you see here. Practice a little bit, get out in the wild. Try to avoid rush hour at first because it can be very frustrating. And then do the best you can. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm just giving you my opinion and the things I observe and see. And if you have any experience driving in this part of the world, any good stories, leave me a comment. Let me hear them. I'm sure other people would like to hear what you have to say also, because I know when people come over here, one of the first things they want to do is buy a moto so they can get around easier without having to pay for a tuk-tuk everywhere. Or like me, I still prefer to walk, but basically right now she just lets me drive wherever we go. I mean, even when she's driving and I'm on the back, hello single eyes, when I first started I was like 100% scared all the time. Then it got down to like 50%, and now maybe 10% of the time when she's hugging the side of the road where all the dirt and gravel is, waiting for everybody else to pass, including bicycles, because she drives so slow. It drives me crazy sometimes. I get a little nervous. But then again, like I said, I know my driving is, to her, is kind of crazy. She goes, T, slow, 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 slow. So, I guess that's just a difference in thinking. As you can see, all these bikes just going right through the Burger King parking lot so they don't have to wait. Anyway, I just thought I'd give you the little bit of information I have from the short time I've been driving. And I would love to hear your comments. Leave them below. And don't forget to check out all my links. If you want to help educate and feed people and kids for free, you can donate through PayPal, join my Patreon, or buymeacoffee.com. All those links are down in the description. It's always appreciated, and I'll send you things in your email once you do that. Exclusive videos, first look videos, copies of my book, lots of other good things. And you'll be helping out a really good cause. Like I said at the beginning of the video, we do it because it's something I believe in, my way of giving back and having you help me do that. You're a part of this, even if you're not here. Also, there are some excellent channels vlogging in Cambodia. All those links are down below. You should definitely watch them. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. All my social media is down below, and links to other things if you're so interested. Alright, that'll do it for this one. Hope everybody's staying safe, doing well. Thank you for watching, and a big shout out and thank you to all my supporters. As always, you mean a lot to me, and I thank you. Alright, I'll talk to you guys in the next one.